Welcome back to the storm table. I'm working on a desert board, and today I'm going to show you how I made some scatter terrain or some difficult terrain for that board. First, you're going to need to find some cactus. I found a great Pegasus Hobbies cactus set. It's set number 2 from the Pegasus Hobbies. It contains 60 different cactus or cacti. Next, you're going to need a flat piece of hardboard to attach your cactus. I just use a hot glue gun and just kind of throw them on there, making sure there's enough space for the figures to move in between. Once the glue is dry and you removed all the wisps, it's time to base the difficult terrain piece. I'm just using regular old tacky glue here to spread around. Make sure you cover it completely, grab a brush and smooth it all over, get all the edges. And now just grab some playground sand and spread it over the glue. Nice, evenly mixed. After that has dried and you've tapped off the excess, grab some scenic cement or some craft glue and spray it down. And then wait for it to dry and prime it black. I use a spray paint can to speed up the process. And now we're adding the first coat. It's a dark brown, or I'm using an autumn brown here. You want to make sure that you thoroughly cover up all the black. After that dries, we're going to move on to a tan, or I used a Bambi brown is what mine was called. And this is a very heavy dry brush. Next, we're going to do a lighter dry brush with a light gray, or what I found was a great color called mudstone. Make sure you let each paint set dry before you start the next one. You don't want wet paint to mix with the dry brush. And finally, we're doing a very light dry brush of off-white or buttermilk. Now we're going to start painting the cacti. I'm using a light olive green. This was GW's Gretchen green, but I have no idea what they call it nowadays. After that dried, I moved on to a dark green wash. I'm using GW's Thraka green. Again, it's changed names since I've bought in paints, but works really well. After that's dried, let's add some more scenic cement, and we're going to add some Woodland Scenics fine turf. You don't want to cover it all, but you want to cover 70 to 60% of it. We're going to add some more of the scenic cement again, and lightly on top we're going to add Gale Forces 9, the winter dead static grass. And after that all dries, we are done. Put it on the table and you have some difficult terrain. One of the things in Infinity that I really need to work on is adding more difficult terrain to my boards. Infinity has difficult terrain, very difficult terrain, and impassable terrain. And you're paying for those points with some of the troops, and some of the troops have modifiers that allow them to move through that terrain. And if you're not having that terrain on the table, then you're wasting those points. So this is my attempt to add more of that terrain to the table. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments below.